What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 25. Picking up from where we left off, now that we have wrapped up the Tower of Penance, we're going to be making our way on into the Abbey. Now, before we do, there are going to be a few things to go over. For one, just to briefly touch on this, earlier on I told you you could always farm elite enemies to drop runes, the best runes for your build. So, Radiance, you need to fight the Sim Piercers, you need to kill the Scourge Sisters to get the best runes for your build. For Inferno, same thing. Umbral, same thing. Now, in between episodes, I was able to farm up a rune called Sadist. This is going to boost holy damage by the utmost. So I farmed 2 for each weapon, which is going to be really nice. But I'm going to save this open slot here because there's the Scourge Sister, which we could farm, and she's going to give us a rune that's going to increase the rate of your smite buildup. Now, rune drops are so rare that you'd be farming forever. However, I actually found a strategy where we are guaranteed to get the rune every kill. What we're going to have to do is, and we'll just show you as we go, but we completely wither their health with Soulflame and do a lamp execution. With that, you're guaranteed whatever rune that enemy has. Now, aside from that, the only other thing to touch on is Stomund. So we've already talked to Stomund, rested, he's moved on. So he has 1 location left. Whatever you do not buy at that time, you do have to wait to New Game Plus. We're almost wrapped up with this quest, so make sure you get your stuff. And if you are doing Radiance build, don't spend any souls going through here. If you have enough for level, don't get it, because Stomund is going to have the best items for our build. I mean, by the end of this episode, our build is going to be very potent. We're going to have crazy powerful spells, rings, weapons, you name it. Bunch of really good stuff as we go through the Abbey. Because you got to remember, after the Abbey, I told you the Empyrean's really short. Upper Tower with the Capsule Premise, that's it. So we're getting to a lot of the best items of the game at this point, because we are very much at the end. Now, so to show you guys how to get your runes here, you want to get this dog off of her, right? We want to separate them. That's the big thing. Then we're going to Soul Flame. Like I said, we need to completely wither her health, guys, before she snaps out. Now, once she does... Oh, I fucked it. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? Because I want to make sure this is covered. We're going to do it one more time. Just because this is right here, and this can make the difference between having the most powerful Radiance build in the game or not. And I think there may be other Radiance builds, if you really got creative, that could definitely hang with ours. But for the walkthrough, when we recommend a Radiant build, I'm recommending the most powerful build I could possibly come up with a lot of the testing and stuff like that I've done. You guys are going to see here really shortly that we are pretty much literal gods at this point. But to do that, we're going to need our runes to boost that damage. 2, 3, we walk over, lamp. So I can tell you right now, that's the Sadist ring. See that? So if you kill them with the lamp execution, it's guaranteeing you whatever rune they drop. Now, they're only going to have what they have. But with that being said, you know, if you know which enemy to kill for, you know, the rune you're after, they will drop that, guaranteed. Hit him. So much fun. I love it. Shit like that, guys. You know, we're just fucking throwing blood-lost swords with holy and smite at enemies, for shooting arrows at them that build up smite and lightning, and it's just wild. Like I said, for a long time we didn't really cast the spells. We just got our catalyst like towards the end of the game. We didn't want to upgrade a subpar one, but now that we do, we are going to be showing all this stuff off. It's going to be really nice. So as we go on up, we do want to enter Umbral. You're going to have a Stigma right here. Then we're working our way up to our next mini-boss. And I find this mini-boss in Umbral isn't the best thing I could advise. However, we do have to be in Umbral for the Stigma, so unless you want to go all the way back and rest, I say we give it a shot. It's really not that bad. It's just a mini-boss who's going to become a very elite enemy in the area. With that being said, we have stuff to hide behind, so... Pretty much the main thing she's going to be doing is Lucid Beam. She has the Abbey staff. The staff does blood loss and does smite buildup. Well, she could shoot a holy beam off this, off the staff. So we're going to hide behind the pillar when that happens. Between that, we're going to Soul Flame, beat her down, and we're going to rinse repeat this method until she's down and out, because she's very dangerous. She also has a chalice where she can throw blood loss all over the ground and just give you a lot of shit. However, like I said, we're just going to deal with it our own way. So we're going to hide. She could also teleport too, by the way, and she might try to smack you with the staff here and there. But if she does that... Oh, did you just fuck me on that? That stinking bitch. She just took one of my soul plate charges. So she's actually trying to wind up another spell to cast, so... Like I said, this is going to be really nice, because we can just stack that damage up. And get out of the way for bullshit. Soulflay again. We need that stamina, of course. I should have waited, but it's okay. Alright, now if you notice, she's about dead. So watch out. Yep, it comes quick. It comes quick. Get behind your pillar. There's her healing. Take that right back from her. Right back from her. You like holy beams, biatch? We got some holy beams for you. Oh, she got us. It's okay. Like I said, going in Umbral is probably not the best. And we still about had her, so. I mean, if they didn't fuck us at that Soulflay, she would have been dead. We do have 3 Soulflay charges at this time, so it's not going to work for bosses. But as far as mini bosses, if they're just giving you a lot of shit, we could Soulflay beat them down. Soulflay, rinse and repeat. As long as you're aggressive and get that hit coming out of that Soulflay, they're going to lose all that wither health, and it's game over. Same thing, guys. Same thing. Yeah, you're supposed to be hitting her. Oh, she still got us. We're still going in Umbral, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's a tough area. We're at the end of the game. Alright. Let's grab our stuff. Now, when we go up and kill the bums, that should give us our health back, because we are withered. You guys can plant a seedling right here. If you're worried about it, so you don't have that run back. It's not bad, but there are a few enemies there. Alright, let's get it. So let her cast her bullshit. In fact, I know we just buffed. Let's, pop a buff and pop a mana stone. Let her spell kind of fade away. She got away again, didn't she? Stinking biatch. Roll through. Oh, you bitch. Alright, so now we're going to run. Get behind your pillar. Heal. Oh, that's not a heal. Remember, she can teleport, so. Really be observant where she is before she hits you with that bullshit. Then obviously we'll stay out of that puddle. Soulflay. Watch out. You're not going to heal today. And there she is. So we just had a little rough run at the start, but it's not a bad fight. Most of the time you fight her is going to be from range anyways. That staff you got is absolutely devastating. Equally as good as our build, you'd have to farm up 2 of them to make it really shine. But this thing is crazy. So with our modifier, we're getting plus 10 weapons now because we're at the end of the game. They're fully upgraded. We don't have to put no upgrade matches, put the runes you want. But look at that, holy 143 plus 193 with our skilling is doing 443. Which doesn't sound crazy, but that's what our weapons are doing. 509, 584 because of the runes. But, that is doing enough damage. Now, the damage doesn't matter anyways because this thing has 75 smite and 75 blood loss buildup. So it's 15 less smite than Piazza's sword, 15 more than Dunmire's cane. You get 2 of these bad boys, you're going to be proccing blood loss and smite so much that the damage doesn't matter. But obviously, every time you do a full swing with both weapons, you're hitting 800 health too. So, I mean, it's devastating. There's a few Radiant builds that really stand out. This is definitely, ours is a really solid choice. But also, the Abbey's staff, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So now she's going to be a basic enemy as we fought her for a mini boss, so you guys can farm up another staff, and you're going to get that at plus 10, right? You have 2 plus 10 staffs, you don't need to worry about farming larges. You don't have to worry about not having your Beryllium chunks. So it's really cool if you guys like the staff moveset, which I'm a huge fan of in this game. Now, there's your shrine as you're making on up. Before we get to it, over here are some larges. You still have, boss weapons to bring up if you want to use them, So as mentioned, we're not using any souls, guys. We're saving all this for Dunmire if you're doing a Radiant build. Obviously, you need all your stuff for trophies, but you still have multiple playthroughs for your Platinum. It takes at least 3, even backing up your saves, like I said before. So with that being said, you don't have to stress yourself. I think getting all this done in New Game is the best option. So it's all done. You don't have to worry about it going into New Game Plus. However, if you're doing a Radiant build, Stomund's got the best shit for our build, so we're going to want to, rock that.
This
So
Abbey
pick in
afford
here.
to
This is
take
going to
a
be his
mother
last location.
transformative
Once
into-
again,
I
you're at the
may
end of
not
the
be
game,
wise
guys,
as a
right?
June
So
soul, but let me think you can
Stomund's
find-
last
if there's-
location. Pick in here's last
perhaps you could
location. It's now or never.
Hello
So whatever you
again,
don't
friends.
have, get now, or you're not going to have another choice to be able to do this. So any item I don't have, I'm gonna pick up. And then we'll still have plenty for Stomund too. But I've already got all this shit, as you guys well know. So whatever you don't have, get now. His quest is over. All we're gonna do is get to our next location, the Empyrean, and get his set, and that's concluded. Stomund has one last location. That's what we're saving for him now. But that is his. The one at the start isn't his last. The one we're about to see him is. I wanted to make sure I was clear on that. So there's gonna be a spike head as soon as you go in. Try to dodge around. Put it on him. And up top, it's going to be another Sim Piercer. This one does have a parasite, though. The parasite's going to be behind her. I don't think it's much of a problem, because we can kind of just cut through her. It's not one of those strong parasites. Thank you. Now, I've already got my runes, so I'm not doing that because I want runes. I'm soul flaring because she's kind of a dick. Alright, now we're going to have to enter Umbral. So up ahead's a tight corridor. It's got a lot of those red clusters that like to explode and quite a few enemies. I try to just siphon them all, guys, as much as you can. You're going to have to make, swing here, swing there when the enemies get close to you. But if you can blow up all these fuckers, you're not putting yourself at risk trying to fight here. You fight who you got to fight. That should take care of most of it, and a lot of the pustules too. Be careful of this fucker here. One of my favorite spells. It's so good. I'm surprised it's not one of the ones from a boss soul or that you would buy. That's one you have to farm from the Sim Piercer we just fought, but still very, very good. All right, so as we progress, don't go straight. That's going to progress you. We're going to get you a very, very, very useful shortcut, just in case shit happens. Once again, we're at the end of the game. It's about to step up, especially if you just struggle through that first part, man. Wait to the next area. It's wild shit. So I'm not worried about resting. If you guys are, shrine's right there. That's the point of getting a shortcut, because we're actually going to be able to leave Umbral since we get up top regardless. So you're going to see that right there. Then our next seedling's getting planted quite soon too, so we just gotta make it through these, next little layer of bullshit here. So Sim Piercer, dogs, then you're gonna have another Sim Piercer with the Scourge Sister. So, particularly the way we want to do this, if we can try to bring them to us a little bit, it's gonna help. Hey, thank you. Our short sword does so much fucking damage too. Because those 3 swipes with the delays, it'll put you down quickly. Alright. Back. Oh god, what the fuck just happened? Are you shitting me? Hopefully that puts us all the way back up. I don't care to really be an Umbral up here, but it's better than just being dead. Did we even get the dog? We did. All right, so let's try to lure her back. Come on, lady. There's a tornado. I want to farm that spell too. I hope we get it. It's one of my favorite ones. Throwing a smite blood loss tornado is crazy. I should have soul flares to get that damn rune. We'll do it on the way down. I'm gonna show you guys this farm. Thank you. Alright, let's get on down, heal on up. Make sure we stay alive here. Okay, so we're about to play a seedling. We're literally right at the end here. Right at the end. Bigger skull. Then we have a chest. Spike head. Seedling. Stomund. Alright. Chest with some ammo. Okay, make sure there's no drops. We are good to go. So going back on up, or going on up for the first time, we're going to play our season right here. So you say, I want to try to see if we could get these runes real quick. So it's only going to take us a second, guys. It's right here. So I'm being honest, for the recommended build, like, these runes are going to completely tie our build together than what we get for Stomund is our last rings in our spell. So our build will be complete. We're so close to that. I want to try to make sure we can get this. Obviously, the Sin Piercer is going to be on our way. And you have to completely wither the Scourge Sisters' health bar with that, with that sulfate. Completely wither. That's why we do want to make sure we're buffed. Damn it. Stop it. Damn you, bitch. Okay. We got it the last time. I wonder what made our damage a little bit higher. There's one thing we could do too, because we don't actually have all the runes in. I bet you if we threw another rune and just boosting damage just slightly, that it would, it would help. So I can, for instance, going down here, boost elemental damage. I could go on over here and just put on like another Sadist. I guess we could just put in Sadist there too. I didn't realize we had so many still. Or do we not have any more? Is that the 1, 2, 5? So that was the last one. Okay, we'll put in Sean on that one. Alright, so hopefully that will do. We're not going to waste any more time, guys. One more attempt. That's it. That's all I'm doing. But I want to make sure you guys see, what rune it is. Have it? So we're just getting very, very strong at this point. Hell, if we cut through a Sin Piercer like we just did, we're looking beautiful. Because they have a pretty high health bar. Not nice at all. She's just completely fucking us today, isn't she? Alright. Alright. Just short. Damn it, I mean to kill her. It's alright. It's alright. We'll show you guys later. I'll farm in between episodes and show you. Not a big deal. Inconvenient to say the least, but not a big deal. That's the one you want, though, for your smite build-up. So I'll farm that in my own time. You guys, do the same. If you're doing the recommended build, using the same weapons, Catalyst is us, Dunmar's Kane, Pietaz, but between Sadist and then the one you get from her, you guys are going to shred through Castle Bremis. Our last location is Castle Bremis, the most difficult, but it's all Inferno. So if we can go in there with a bunch of Smite and Holy build-up, you guys are going to have all the fucking help you could possibly dream of. Like I said, this is the most powerful build I can come up with for a first-time player. There's a reason for that. So going on down, getting back on the task. Like I said, when we start the walkthrough, we're going to get you through it, but I want to show you guys a lot of cool stuff along the way too, right? But getting back on task now. Once we go down, there's Umbral stuff to do, but we want to try to clear out Axiom first so we don't get overwhelmed, because you do have a mob lady here. You have all these guys, Sacred Resonance, always a heavy hitter. Once we got them down, while that plays out, we're going to go take care of Miss Mop over here. Thank you.
Reborn in the light of our eternal lady, and proven myself worthy of being counted.
We got 23,000. Yeah, we should have more than enough to fully clear Stomund's inventory at this point. As I said, if you came in and didn't spend anything, you should be more than good. So we do want to stay in Umbral. Enhanced Grenade, Umbral Scourings, then we're going to go out this way. So this is going to get you the armor for the starting class as far as Umbral. So you unlock the class and you'll get it there, but you always find it in the game as well. Now this is pretty sneaky little area here. So if you go under, we're trying to get rid of this platform. So they want you to go up top, come back down, then go all the way back up again. It's quite tedious. However, there's a way we can kind of weasel this a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up. This is where the armor shit gets complicated. It's like, oh, up, down, you know, pull this, do that. But we're going to do the little trick I showed you guys earlier, where we're just going to edge out, pull that, jump. You see what I'm saying? So that saved you a trip. If you didn't think you'd go all the way back down and go around that corner, you're like, well, how the fuck do I get to it? Alright. Pull that for your future child set. Now, you don't get the weapon there because we got that in Fight the Chilled Curse, if you guys recall. Your future child sword did like Wither and Frostbite. It's pretty cool. But that's going to be the starting set. This can only be unlocked if you get the true ending of the game. The hidden ending, which is your Umbral ending. Which obviously we are going to cover. And I said that before. You know, there's 4 secret classes. You have Dark Crusader. Then 3 classes get unlocked depending on which ending you get. Now, from this point, once we go on up, don't go straight. What you're going to want to do is go over here to the right-hand side. Talk to your boy. So he's going to give you a little bit lore about that tree. It's planted and grew in a single day and, you know, all this other shit. More importantly, we're going to need to give him the damage standard. And we picked that up in the manse. That was that quest item. Now, we still owe him 1 more. And that's what I told you guys. If you progress this area too far, you're going to fail this quest. So as soon as we get this next quest item, we have to immediately give it to him, because at that point you go like 10 foot extra, boom, you failed. So, you know, it's quite complicated at times. Now, over here, we need all this for trophies, so I'm going to pick it all up. But as far as the recommended build, what we want for us, I would like to cover that first. So right here, Orient Sorcerer's Ring, another item that is going to boost holy damage. So we're going to pick that up. That's going to really tie our build together. And it's got stuff for like archers and really stuff for everybody. Increase your posture. Increase poise, increase radiance attributes. That's just going to give you some radiance levels. Orius' Judgment's the most devastating spell in the game when it comes to radiance. This is badass. It's going to let us rain down lightning bolts that last for like, I think it's like 10 seconds. 10 seconds is actually a long time in this game for a spell to keep hitting. But it's building up a bunch of smites. So we cast that at the start of a boss fight. We go in and start beating them down with our smite weapons. And we're just going to run through the end game, if I'm being honest. So that's a spell I've really been looking forward to. Radiant Orb. Radiant Orb that damages enemies while healing allies. So that's pretty cool. Be really nice for PvP as well. Aside from that, Holy Grenade. You need torture trophies for all ammo types. Now, he has the Mornstead Large Sword. I'm quite certain that that's the same one. Remember, there's 2. There's a small and there's a large. I'm pretty sure we already have it. We're going to pick it up anyways. Aside from that, this is the starting weapon for the Radiant Purifier class, which we got the armor last episode. This thing's fucking cool. So if you were to use the Abyss Staff, this would be a badass weapon. Although, since we buy it, that means you have to fully bring this up. So, 9 strength, 15 radiance. You're getting skilling on agility of radiance more than anything else. 100 smite build up, a lot of holy damage. Not bad on the physical aspect either. But it is a pole armor. You get that really, really nice moveset. I actually love it. Considering it's a hidden class starting weapon, but still a start weapon. For it to be that good, it's crazy. Like I said, we're going to pick up everything while we're here. Make sure we have everything for our trophies. So, it takes about 21,000 to get everything, guys. But that way we don't have to worry about it. We know that we are going to be set up. So before we're going forward, what we're going to do is get our shit set up here. So going on down, it's a very basic looking ring. Is that it? Yeah, Orient Sorcerer's Ring. That's boosted holy damage. Every time smite goes off, we get health back. That's just really powerful. That's still boosting holy damage, which you could switch that out now for the Hallowed, because holy damage deals additional posture damage, which would be nice. Then we already got holy damage being boosted with 4 runes on our weapons. And then on top of that, we have, you know, ring boosting holy damage here. Ring boosting holy damage here. So there's a lot already boosting holy. However, that's still even more if you guys want to keep it on. I'm going to switch it up just so we're actually getting other things too. As far as our in-game spells, yes. We'll go ahead and get Orius' Judgment, and then down here, that's from the boss. It's really good. I'm at a loss here because there's a couple good things. I know I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to stick with this guy. Is that Radiant Arrow? It's actually a Smite Arrow, so that's really good. So there's going to be a Spike Head to your right as you progress, and there's also, I think it's a Sin Piercer Sin Piercer to your left. Then you have Spike Head to your right. So we're going to try to hurry up and get to her. Orius' Judgment. Show you guys what's so great about this. Oh, I think it went off the side there. Not very kind. We're good. It's okay. It's not a far run. We were already in Umbral. They just hit really hard at this point. Now that we have that done, we can just run past it, guys. We're not, we don't have to tango with anything here. So let's see how tough they are now that we're going to be an accent with buffed weapons. I bet you they go down like a sack of potatoes. Right. And it just depends on their patrol patterns, who you should go for first. Like if she's got her back turned, so you might want to just... Good, he's dead. Now we can actually try to shut us off a bit. Now we're under an awning, so that does fuck with it a bit, but... Yeah, see, the target's pretty good. It goes off for... Look at that. That smite hit, she's dead, dude. And that's it. That's what I'm saying. It's just God tier at this point. Heretical Sentinel's Hammer is pretty much the hammer you got at the start with the burn damage. What the hell is it called? It was a strength weapon, Faithful Bludgeon. So it's Faithful Bludgeon without the burn, which is weird. Seems like you get the really good one towards the end of the game, but you get the shittier version at the end, and then you get the really powerful version at the beginning, which is actually thoughtful, but still. So looking, didn't mean to equip it, but looking, 11 strength, 11 agility, so the stats are more friendly for sure, but it's pure physical. No burn, no ignite, no nothing cool going on. But it does have a shit ton of damage as far as physical. And on top of that, the requirements are really low. I mean, 11, that's pretty friendly, friendly stats there. But the fact of it is I think they should have reversed those, because we got a Faithful Bludgeon at the start, and it had 26 strength requirement. This one has starting stat requirement, and you get at the end of the game. So I always thought that was odd. All right, now going up, it's going to get a bit tricky. Thankfully, we are going to be able to get a really, really nice shortcut. However, we have a Sim Piercer and a Scourge Sister up here. Watch that smite. That's just doing decent damage. Smite never went off. Her resistances are just too high, I guess. So we'll help her out a bit. Alright. Try to see if I can get this rune again. I think it'll help if she has less health before I soul play. I think that's why we were able to get it before. Come on. Can I just do my thing? Alright, let's try to get her rune now, guys. There it is. There it is. Finally. Finally. It's fucking awesome, dude. We got it. So, Landy, I'm so excited about that. I'm going to try to get the other one real quick on the way back up. So this is how you progress. We don't want to do that just yet. And then we have some Umbral stuff to do. But before we do that, we want to go ahead and get a shortcut, or we are going to regret this. So if you go right on down, you can go and pop this. That's the way you do it, guys. Since you have to wither their health in one go, you're going to have to actually remember to start damaging them, then soul flame. So we're going to have one of our weapons set up, and we could just go, extra smite with all three. That'd be probably too much, I think, but it would be, pretty nice. So Sadist, and then we're going to go on over and use, what the fuck did it even look like? Or Landy. Oh, okay. It just looks identical to the other. So that right there, increase the rate of smite buildup. That's what I would do. Sadist, or Landy. That's that's a solid setup there. All right. So now that we do have that, we're gonna go back up and get into our Umbral stuff, and then proceed into the zone depending on our time. Damn, we're at 30 minutes. Yep. So it's a bigger area. Not even that. It's just so much packed into here, guys. Oh, you bitch. We'll get it later. I'll get it that moment in time. We got shit to do. Alright. Oh, she's so fast. She's fast and delayed. It makes it so fucking hard to read. You give me all that shit? Where you at? Thank you. Whoever she drops or not, I'm not worried about. Alright, guys, so going back, like I said, that's where we went down to get our shortcut. What we're going to want to do is go through this way. Break off through here. Pick that up. We're going to roll on down, go to the left, follow this around to the right-hand side. Go up swinging here, obviously. There's also going to be 2 fucking gremlins on this really tight roof, so as soon as you go up here, just be really aggressive. Don't play with these guys, you know, they're not the ones to play with. So run, jump, or roll. Don't worry about the item just yet. They're going to animate. Yep, and that's the other thing, too. You're swinging over their heads so much. Dude, yeah, get to them, that'd be different. Thank you. Just be aggressive, guys. It's a quite tedious situation there. Unbridled focus. Reduce the mana cost of channeled sorceries and aura sorceries. So those are more of those utility type stuff. Now, what I like to do from here to just kind of save me a big run back is just kind of run and jump. Then you can walk that ledge and get right over here. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and pop this. Get your vestige mop. Then we're going to go back down. And we'll go ahead and wrap up here. I was going to push a little bit further. But this is actually a pretty good spot. Thank you. Pretty good spot. We do have receiving. We got a shortcut, so we'll go ahead and wrap up here. Next episode, what we're going to be doing is, you know, pushing through the rest of the Abbey and getting on up to the Empyrean. So you guys stay tuned, and we will catch you back here shortly.